We're going live. Jesus Christ, but good afternoon, family and friends. It's Friday evening, and we right back at it again. Today's topic: mistakes versus self-affliction. How was your day today? T.
It was good for Friday. How was
For
yours?
Friday?
Yeah.
Uh, Good, real interesting, real interesting. Did at Action Station today. Uh, that was real good. Loved every bit of it. Relaxed day. You know, got a chance to talk to some guests. Just have a few conversations with them. But other than that, it was real good. So let's go ahead and let's dive right into it. So what do you think about that? Mistakes versus self-affliction. Because I think people get the two kind of. I wouldn't say they get it mixed up, but you know, I think people think mistakes. They look at mistakes, say, "Oh, if you did something wrong, it's a mistake." So what do you think about that? Mistakes versus self-affliction. Give us an
I
example
think mis-
or talk to us
oh,
about mistakes versus self.
I think mistakes are something that's a kind of like a misunderstanding. We can misunderstand, certain situations and not know what choice to make because that's what a mistake is. You just don't really know the right choices to make because you don't understand it. Um, so that's how I see a mistake. Now, affliction is it's like somebody wants to cause pain on themselves, you know, um, because it's like a pain thing. It's not like mistakes are something that you misunderstand, but when affliction is a suffering pain situation, and some people like to feel a certain way, which can cause pain or what we call affliction, and it's not really good for that person. So that's the difference I see it as. A mistake is sometimes as a misunderstanding of what to do. And that's a lot of times the real thing when you did not understand the choice you made, but afterwards, hindsight, you figure out that you made a mistake. Affliction is has everything to do with I consider it a suffering, pain thing. What do you think?
Okay, so you saying mistakes is something that you have no. Well, for me, mistakes is like something you have no control over. Sometimes uh, like I was saying, you walking down the street and you trip over a rock. You know what I'm saying? That's a mistake. Something you know nothing of. You don't anticipate. Like I said, I was telling somebody, like if you're making a cake, right? I think I was talking to you. You making a cake and you using vanilla extract, but then you got uh, like red wine vinegar. They both have the similar bottles. They look dark, and you grab the wrong one, not really reading, not paying attention, and you pour it into the cake. Now your cake is messed up. See, that's what I mean about mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Something you actually have no conscience of doing it the right way. You turn around and you use something. And you're like, oh my goodness, I made a mistake. I grabbed the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Versus
Yeah.
self-affliction is something. Self-affliction is something that most likely you've been told about it, you've been warned, and you still go and do it. They say like for instance, I always talk about this. Like somebody tell you, we know that smoking cigarettes is bad, but still people still do it. And then the actions of that, then it causes some type of long-term disease or long-term pain. You know what I'm saying? That's self-affliction. You knew that it wasn't good, but you still did it. You know what I'm saying? That's not a mistake. Somebody said, well, I made a mistake when I was look, they say I made a mistake when I was a a teenager and I used to smoke cigarettes. No, you know it's bad for you. It's bad for your health, but you keep on doing it, and now you have, lung cancer, throat cancer from that. I'm using that for that example. You know what I'm saying? Those are self-afflictions things versus saying that's a mistake. But I don't look at mistakes and say, some people say having a child, or not the child part, but having sex with a person and now they have a kid, they that was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? No, two consensual adults having sex. You had a child. Now you decide not to be with that person. You know, now you got to deal with the repercussions of those actions. So, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you agree with
I
that?
do.
Oh,
Yes.
so sometimes, so you never heard of people, saying, "Oh, this was a mistake," and you ever thought about it? You're like, was that really a mistake? Have you ever made any mistakes
Oh
where
yeah,
you
I've
look
made
at your life and you
plenty,
say,
plenty of mistakes.
you
I've
have?
made plenty of
Give us
mistakes. Oh yeah. I mean,
give us an
I made
example.
a mistake. Or let's say work. If my eyes see certain words or I don't see certain words, like that's the thing. Okay, so my eyes might not see a word, and I interpret what I'm reading wrong. That's a mistake. I make a mistake when
Of course,
reading.
yeah,
That's a mistake. But I make mistakes all the time. But the affliction part, that's totally like, somebody that really enjoys whatever pleasure. I look at it as a pleasure because they want to do it over and over. Or, affliction is a pain thing. That's how I see affliction. It's like, it's a consider a suffering. You're suffering about something or you're not doing something. And like, I mean, you gave a good example about the smoking cigarettes. So that's a good example, but that's a pleasure thing. And they really are self afflicting on themselves because they know it's not good for them, but they enjoy that pleasure for because it gives them pleasure. So that's a self afflicting thing. So, but mistaken and affliction, yeah, are completely, totally on the opposite.
yeah. It's the same thing. When people make decisions in life, maybe a stranger may come by and give them some words of wisdom, and now they decide to do what they want to do, and they feel like it was right, but then now they come to find out it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't good for the soul. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't want to make changes because they feel like they're doing the best they can, but you've been warned. Someone told you, you can make these changes, but they choose not to make those changes. They choose to do what they want to do. Pablo is one of the guys from my job. Junior Gracias. But they can choose to make those changes and those adjustments in life. Some people decide not to. You know what I'm saying? Just like I always talk about this. Just like the faith we all have. Everybody have their own faith, their own beliefs, right? But who's to say someone hasn't came along in their life and told them the truth, and they refuse to receive the truth? Doesn't mean that what I'm saying is the truth, but they refuse to accept the truth, and now what I'm saying, they have great pain in it, like great suffering. But someone came along and told you what it was you needed to do, and you still chose not to do that, whatever it is, because you have to walk in your own shoes, your own journey. You know what I'm saying? So, these things are important. That's why we talk about mistakes and versus self-affliction, because, you can cause pain to yourself. You don't have to walk that walk. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to, walk in suffering and in pain. But some people choose to do it. Like you said, they like that pain. They like that suffering, and they into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Nicholas? How you doing today, brother? I'm glad you could come in and chime in. So since you on, Nick, what do you think about it? What about the two mistake versus self defliction? You know, you know, chime in and let us know what you think about that. We know you're a man of God, so I know you got something good to say about it. Um, Tanika,
Yes. Yes.
is there anything you have caused self affliction on
Self-affliction,
yourself?
probably. Uh, yeah.
On yourself?
I mean, honestly, I think that, when you do anything like too much, we had that conversation earlier this week, doing anything, something too much of, and I gave the example of drinking wine. That could be a bad thing. That's the self-affliction thing if you're doing it too much. I don't have a whole lot that I could say that I do too much, but there is something, you know what I mean? Because we all have something that we're not looking at, straight on about ourselves that we just don't see. It's kind of like the blind spot. It's in my blind spot that I'm just not recognizing right now. And I can admit that. And it could be because I'm on the camera too. I'll accept that as well. I can't put all my business out there. But
Oh,
yes, I can't. I just can't.
true,
I
true.
mean, okay. But the part is that, I don't want pain. I don't want suffering. So I'm not going to do much that's going to cause that self-affliction part. I'm going to try my best to, have, a life that is free from that. But, you mentioned about truth. Everybody's truth is subjective. It can be totally different. Everybody doesn't believe in the same truths as one another. Even if they are told the truth from a different perspective, they're going to believe what they want to believe. So because that's in their heart and that's what they're engraved to do, to have on their heart to be like. And that's what we have to accept, because and that can we can look at that as self-affliction because they don't want to believe a certain idea or a certain way of life. And we can look at it as self-affliction because they're just, going on with life the way they want to, even though you told them the truth. That was our truth, or that was your truth of how you said it to them. They didn't accept it. I see that a lot, and we could call that self-affliction, but and we could also call it a mistake. But every individual has the free will to make choices on their own to do what they want. So we have to allow them to be free enough to, if it's self-afflicting to hurt them or and they like that pain, they have that choice. If they want to make that mistake over and over, they have that choice. Because at the end of the day, it's their life. It's what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, definitely. I definitely know what you mean because I talk to a lot of people and I encounter a lot of people and just today, and I share a story with you today. Right, the cable guy came in. He made some adjustments on my internet and stuff so it could speed it up. Right, and then we start talking, and I told him I said, yeah, I do my podcast and I do the gaming, and he's like, oh yeah. So just sparked up a conversation. He could have came in, did his work, did his business, and moved on his way. He said, "Yo, let me get your car. Oh, I want to check you out. Yeah, your podcast." I said, "Sure." You know what I'm saying? It's great to be able to communicate with people on so many different levels. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm doing right now. Some people laugh about it. Some people, take it on a serious stride and keep it moving. And, but at the end of the day, this is what we're trying to do. Trying to encourage people to just walk in a different path, a path of victory, a path of success, a path of happiness and joy. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't do that. Some people just don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about, all these things, what's going on in the world. Let me stop for a minute. Nicholas said mistakes happen to all of us. Paul said, I will do good, but evil is present. And Satan is a whole nothing bugger, I guess, bigger. Our routines, habits, desires allow us to be, I think it's 4 or 5 fickle, how to funnel into those traps. I guess I was said it, funnel into those traps. Do you understand what he was saying?
To fall into the traps, maybe.
T, did you understand that?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Routines, habits, desires allow us to funnel into those traps. He said mistakes happen to all of us. Um, I guess, I get, I look that's tricky. When he said mistakes happen to all of us, I don't know. What you think, T? I don't know. Do we
I
make mistakes? Yes. I don't think mistakes happen to us. Huh?
wow. Okay. If you don't say if you won't say happen to us, that's okay. But we make mistakes, right? All of us do. But they don't
Yeah, yeah.
happen.
We
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're
Nah.
saying.
Yeah. Don't. Because I that's what I read. He said mistakes happen to all of us. No, we make mistakes. I don't think it just happened. I mean that I mean I was just reading out what he was saying. I don't because like I said when you're doing something and you're moving fast and you grab like for instance one time I was I work early in the morning, right? I'll give you this. Now this is a mistake. Well here it I know it's something simple, but the small things can turn into big things. You know how a snowball starts small and you keep
Mhm.
rolling and rolling and rolling and it turns into a big snowball. Check this out. One morning I was getting ready to go to work and man it's dark. I didn't want to cut the light on. So I grabbed my sneakers, two different sneakers, but they the same brand. One was a black Air Force One, one was like a blue Air Force One. So I went to work with two different sneakers because they look the same. You see what I'm saying? That
Yep.
it's that simple, but that's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I didn't intend for it to go outside, but they both were dark, but just different colors. So I got two pair of sneakers on. I wasn't going back in the house to go get them. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to wear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to deal with it. You got what I'm
Mhm.
saying? See,
Yeah.
those type of mistakes. I know people, man. This could be people could look at it and make it real big and say it's a mistake. When I had a child with that person. No, man, ain't no mistakes there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, somebody said, it was a mistake. I should never put that person on child support. That ain't no mistake. Maybe you was mad. You was in your feelings, emotional. See, you made the decision based on your emotions. So
Right.
now somebody got to suffer because you were emotionally stressed out. You were emotionally mad. So now that person, it could be a woman or it could be a man. Now they gotta be go through this suffering of paying child support and go through the courts and do all this up and down and the hoo ha. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? We look at it like that. You got to take it for what it is, and that's what it is. You know. So since you can't, give us some type of self-affliction, I can say self-affliction,
Oh,
and I cause pain to myself when I mistreated people. You know what I'm saying? And because I mistreated them, someone came along and mistreated me, whether I least expected. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and most of the times, it hurt because it was people that was close to me. But I look back in my life and I say, some of the things that I did to others, it caused me pain because of what I did. You know what I'm saying? My actions and how I treated people. And now I just try to treat everybody with love, even the people that shouldn't get love. I try to give them love. You know what I'm saying? Try to show them,
that's
try to
self-affliction. You
encourage them
consider
if
that
they allow me
self-affliction?
to. And then some, you just can't do that.
That's
Of
what you
course, I
consider
cause pain to myself. Yeah,
yeah. Because
because
you
look, what goes around comes around. But
right.
yeah,
But
you know
if
what
I
I'm saying?
don't
Look,
make a mistake,
based on you heard that saying, "What goes around comes around."
yes.
Huh?
You
No,
reap
what's the
what you
mistake?
sow.
It ain't no mistake to hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, sometimes.
There you go. But you don't. But consciously, hold up. Consciously, that what you're saying may not be right. You know it's not right
But
because they might have did something wrong, and you said, you know what? You was ugly old piece of trash, and now they feelings is hurt. You know that wasn't right. That's not good to say,
But that's a
right?
mistake. That's a mistake. You said something out of your
What's
mouth.
a mistake?
Or it's a mistake to say the wrong things, right? Because you don't understand the situation to do it the right way and not make that mistake. Your mouth says things the wrong way. So that's why I say it's a mistake. That's a
Hold on,
misunderstanding. A
hold on. When you
misunderstanding.
mad,
Yeah.
huh? So
I
when you
think of it
mad,
as
right? You
a yeah,
emotional. You emotional, right?
right,
So you say stuff that you feeling. Look, you feeling on the inside.
right.
You feel so you feeling on the inside. That's how you feel on the inside. So it's blurted out. Ah, you
But
know
you
you ain't supposed to say that. You know you ain't supposed to go.
but
There ain't no mistake. That's on the end of you.
okay. I mean, look, that's how you look at it. I look at it as a mistake because even though you know your feelings, you don't know how to relay a message the right way, in the right manner to a person. And so, even though your emotions are on the inside a certain type of way, not knowing how to communicate, and when you communicate the wrong way, that is a mistake. It because you don't understand how to do it the right way. I mean, when our emotions
Okay.
get really bad, when we
They
get
say
really sad, when we get angry, we say things in a way that, is not really loving. It's not considerate. It's not, what we would think of as helping a person. And when we talk in a way where we don't do those things, it's a mistake because we don't know how to communicate the right way. That's just what I'm saying. As like, that to me is, you know not knowing how to really understand the situation and relay your message. That is a mistake. So
okay. See,
so the
all right.
self-affliction part is a good
I
example. What's your self-afflicting example? Because that wasn't a good example. Self-affliction part is very hard for me to think about for an example. But you
because I cause pain to somebody else.
that's a
That's
mistake.
that's look. Yeah.
That's a mistake. You caused pain on somebody else because you didn't understand how to communicate.
Here we go. Watch this. You ready for this one? All
Yep.
right. So look. Let's say you upset. You mad, right? See how you said some people don't know how to communicate, right? But I guarantee you're not going because you mad and you frustrated. You ain't gonna just slap that person,
Good.
right? Huh?
You
Huh?
could. You could.
And guess what? If you do, guess what? You know what's gonna happen. You know what's coming next, right? It depends on
That
the
is
individual. You know what's
self-affliction.
coming next.
We consider
No,
that
you
as
you you would
self-affliction.
you would no, you hit somebody. You know, you gonna get hit back.
That's
You
self-affliction.
getting hit back. But the point I was saying is that look, that's not a mistake. If you're gonna get upset and you're gonna slap somebody, guess what? You just did it based on your emotions. You know not to do that because if you do it, that's coming. Something else may come. You know what I'm saying? So now you
That's
know
self-affliction.
not to do that. You're gonna say, "Oh, I slapped you by mistake. I'm sorry."
Self-affliction.
No, that ain't help. You ain't helping yourself. You ain't hurting yourself.
Self-affliction.
You hurting somebody else.
No, it's gonna hurt you back.
Self.
Yes, it's gonna hurt you back. When you hurt somebody and you put your
How?
hand when you when you put your hands on somebody like that, right? You are always reap what you sow. You're going to get back what you gave in a way, a certain way. It might not be a slap in the face or it might not be a hit, but it's going to be something like equal because you did something. There's an action for your reaction. So you're going to get it back in some way. So that's self-affliction. When you do something you know is causing pain, you're on somebody else, That's self-affliction.
What self-affliction?
Yes.
If I hit somebody and they hit me back,
Yeah, yeah. Think about it. Think about it.
huh?
Think about it. You reap what you sow, right? You agree with that.
You cause it. No, yeah, but you cause look. You cause yourself pain. You got to cause yourself pain. Somebody
If you're
causing it. Somebody
if
causing you
you're
pain. Somebody punching me in your face. They caused you to bleed.
no, I thought our example was if you like you actually hit somebody, right? Like let's say I
Mm-hmm.
hit somebody, right? If I hit a
Mm-hmm.
person, I am in pain enough that I will put my hands on another person, right? So there's pain already there for me to have to put my hands on another person. So pain is already there. So the self affliction is I'm going to put more pain on somebody else and on myself because I'm going to get a repercussion.
No, no,
All right.
no. Nah.
All right.
Self
That's fine.
is you going to hurt yourself. You hurting
Yes. It's
yourself. But look what I said to me. I see. But Look, I knew that I was wrong, in not. But I ain't know at the moment. You know what I'm saying? At the moment of me hurting people, feeling saying certain things, and how I presented it to them. You know what I'm saying? It was hurting. It hurt their feelings, and friendships were lost. You know what I'm saying? Family members were lost, but it happened. So now, it, once I realized that, I feel like, I could have been better. I could have did better, but I didn't. So, that's why, I mean, for me, everybody different. So it saddens me to know that I've done those things, and it makes me feel sad. You know what I'm saying? Had I been the way I am now, it wouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by, like, for me, self-affliction. I caused that, you know what I'm saying, because of way my reaction and how I treated certain people. So now, it made me feel some type of way. But that's what I mean by far as self-affliction. You know what I'm saying? Even when at the time of me, you know, uh, how can I say it? Getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? In my how can I say it? In my sad time, in my lonely time, getting drunk, and I put myself in a bad place. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to be conscious enough of the things that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So that was self affliction, because I could have lost my job, I could have lost everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
but grace of God, kept me, because I'm telling you right now, what if it wasn't for that? You know what I mean? I could have lost everything. I
Right.
was in a bad place at one point in my life, and drinking. Whew, woo, I used to get drunk, pissy
Yeah.
drunk. Nobody really knew that, but that was a part that, like I said, self-inflicted, and I caused that because I was hurting on the inside. I followed to drinking. I thought it would ease the pain, but it really didn't. It caused more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by, for me too, self-infliction.
Yeah.
It caused a lot.
That's a good
You know what I
example.
mean? I wasn't
That's a
thinking
good
clear.
the drinking thing is a good example because I was the same way,
But I can tell
get you hear me? Did you
but you drinking, yeah. You drinking wine every Friday. That's
No,
nothing.
no.
So
No,
talk.
no. What I'm saying back in the day, when I used to get drunk, like
No, I know.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that was self-affliction to me. Yeah. So that was a
No,
good
yeah,
example.
because man, listen, and now I'm not gonna disclose the things that I did. I did some crazy. Yeah, you heard what I said? I did some crazy things
Yeah.
with that too. So I can't disclose that. That was
Right.
crazy. So because I know if I was in my right mind, I wouldn't have did those things. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
whew, I
It's good that we're not disclosing
but
everything.
what?
It's good.
Oh yeah, you ain't supposed to. There's certain things you gotta take it. Look, you gotta keep it in the closet and keep it there. Let it stay there. Bury it.
Yep.
I know I am.
Privacy is good.
Right?
Privacy is good.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this. That's right. Privacy is good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna pick you up, but don't worry, you gonna get your speed up though. You know what I'm saying? You can be everywhere talking to everybody, saying, "Yeah, I'll be on the podcast. Come on through. Come check us out."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
You got to look. Listen, you got to bring some of your colleagues in there and let's interview them. Don't be scared. It's like, listen, I
Right.
want to interview.
I
Huh?
I I don't tell people about my life, honestly. I
Oh,
only
okay.
tell yeah, I only tell close friends and some of my family knows, not all my family. I I am a very private person, honestly. You know, when it's an honor to be here with you, but it's totally new to me, because I've been so private. And I like it that way. The reason why is because I like to kind of shock people, Be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. You didn't because I didn't tell, right? And I just like it that way. It feels more natural. It feels natural to me to just be, who I am, where I'm at, and not really announce it too much. Just feels good to me. That's just me because I'm a little boring, honestly. I'm not exciting like you. I don't talk like you. I'm very quiet to myself. Now if I'm out in an event that I have to, mingle a little bit, that's totally different. But I'm very quiet, like, to myself. So
That's hard to believe. It's really hard to believe.
why?
I don't know. Huh?
I mean, if I
Your
have to,
personality.
mm, you know me better.
You know what? They. That's what I said. That's why I said it's hard. You telling us this, I'll be like, wait a minute, really? That's how you were? I don't know. It shocked the world for sure.
Yeah, that's me. But you are the interviewer.
So
You
what is the
go ahead. What were you about to say?
I said that again?
No, what were you about to say?
I said I want the summer. Oh, the summer looks real great. Looks real promising. Hopefully, I won't say hopefully. We'll be in a studio.
Ooh,
I'm looking to get a studio for the podcast, so it will be more of one-on-one in person. I'll probably be getting you probably like virtual, and then sometimes I get you in person,
yeah, that'd be
sitting
great.
right there on the couch with us. Cause
Yeah,
it's about to get real good. I gotta get some. Yeah, and then it's a whole different atmosphere. Then it's really like um, real one on one. You could get loose. Probably have your little glass of wine on the table.
yeah,
I have my glass of wine on the table. So and then having a just like we're doing right now. It's different when you're in person versus over the internet like this. I'm excited for it. I got a lot of things coming up. Some functions. I was just talking to the like I said, the cable guy, and he said his daughter is having her 21st birthday, and he might use me as the chef. I said, listen, oh man, that'd be great, and
yeah,
definitely I will let you guys know if it happens. Um, I told him I'll do a tasting. So that's big. And this is what this is all about.
mhm,
Being able to do these type of things, and it's helping me on my speaking, how to talk to people. Just trying to just grow my business. Also, it's just having more people encouraged, inspired. It's hard. It's not easy living, living straight and narrow. It's tough. Anybody tell you that it's easy, they lying to you. It's
right.
truly hard and it's tough. Because you have to deal with rejection, you have to deal with uh, people not agreeing with you, and the only thing you want to do is give them some type of love, if not love, encouragement. And sometimes people don't even want it. Like you said, some people just want to be out by themselves. They don't want to be bothered. And and when you got so much joy and happiness inside, you want to share with. It seems like you want to share with everybody. You want to give them a piece of it, and then some people just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only speaking for myself. I can't speak for everybody else. And
Yeah.
that's truly is important. Um, and this is when Christ came into my life. Listen, it changed the inside of me. Some people don't understand that. It really did. And that's why I'm doing the stuff that I'm doing now, because it's something inside of me just want to share it with the world, share it with people. Sometimes there's people that I don't even know. It's very therapeutic for the mind. And when people pull me out on stuff, I really got to look at it and check myself about it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that, hey, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Hey, am I doing the right thing? Because people watching. And that's why I do what I do. No matter what. If I'm doing something wrong, they always gonna pull me out on it. They always gonna call me out and, oh yeah, what you doing? Oh, you should be doing this. You this, you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's important.
Yeah.
Oh, why you smiling?
You're right. You're
You
right.
you
That's exactly how it
you
is.
yeah.
But that's only because people care. They want to see you grow and learn and be successful. So when people call you out, sometimes it's good, and sometimes you just have to take it as, okay, thank you, and keep it moving. But inside, you know how to deal with it. It's all about your perspective, how you want to deal with it.
Yeah, that, for sure. You know what I mean? And I don't try to, you said something to me the other day. I don't try to live a perfect life. I just try to live the best life that I can. And you had said something to me on Wednesday, and I just want to share this with you publicly. Is that you said I don't curse, right? And I went back and I thought about some things. As it's because growing up till now, that's my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? So, and I encourage people just that alone. You gotta be mindful of your surroundings, the people you have around you, because what I'm saying, if you're around negative things all the time, not I'm just using this for an example. If you're around negative all the time, rub on you. It's gonna rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're around people that's encouraging, uplifting, always laughing, speaking good things, it's gonna rub off on you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become a part of your personality, your character, because your mind and your body starts to absorb it. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't have those type of things around me growing up. Was I all now? Trust me, I was in the streets heavy, but it's just that wasn't the atmosphere that I was in most of the time. I was in the streets, but not. It just wasn't that. That wasn't me most of the times. It's like you know in and out, go somewhere, and and I'm gone. I just sit around that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
It's got to come from. Excuse me. It got. Go ahead.
I was going to
What
say,
you about to say, T?
I was listening to you about your surroundings. There are a lot of people in the world that cannot help the people that they live with and they're around, and that curse. Like they curse, all the time. And so you're hearing it. Like let's say a young 20-year-old still living with their parents, and one of their parents curses all the time around the house to them, curses all the time, and they grew up with that. There's a lot of people out there that just can't help
Yeah.
their surrounding. They hear it all the time. That's a part of their life. And I mean, I know a lot of those types that curse all the time. And yet they might not curse, but they might
Yeah.
curse because
They
they're around
no,
it.
right. It becomes, look, just think about this. A child, a child begins to rep, replicate what they see,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They start to see their parents doing certain things and they start, mimicking it.
Yeah.
So if it's what they say, you're going to hear them say. I know everybody, just about everybody in this world saw. They look at these little things on TV, and these little kids is cursing. Why? Because they hear their parents do it. So if they hear their parents do it, it becomes a normal for them. You know what I'm saying? Um, but guess what? Say let's take a step further, right? If all they seen was love in the household, that's what they're gonna be. That's what they're gonna show. That's what,
Mhm.
because you think about, look, watch this, and I'm pretty sure you saw this before. Think about these this young generation, right? They don't even have no type of respect. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to say good morning, good night, have a good day. They don't do none of that. They don't know how to,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
See,
Yes.
I'm just, if you just look out this, like if you go into the gym and you see these kids, they don't do anything. They don't know how to say excuse me. They just walk right in front of you. If you're talking, they just cross right in front of you.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing that comes from the parents not teaching them manners. Just let them live in school, and that's it. That's all. They're not teaching them nothing. Man,
Do we blame the parent?
get on my nerves right here. I can't even see this. Can you see? Huh?
I said, do we blame the
What'd you say, T?
parents? Do we
Of
blame the
course,
parents?
yeah, we blame the parents. Who else we gonna blame? Yes.
Okay.
Who
All
else we
right.
gonna blame?
You're right.
Huh?
Somebody's got to get
We gotta
blamed. That's
blame. We
all.
gotta blame them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. If they ain't get, if we don't blame them, who do we blame? We can't blame the kids.
Right.
We got to blame
Right.
them.
You're right.
They coming up, and then they look. Watch this. And then if they don't know manners, right? They get into a relationship. What do you think they going? They don't know how to do that either. They don't know how to love a woman. If they don't know, if they all men, they don't know that because they ain't been taught. You know what I'm saying?
Do we?
All they know is you make me sick, but I love you.
Right.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
I
What'd you
look
say,
at it like
T? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
sometimes I look at it as, is that a mom thing? Are moms supposed to teach the children, or because I think of it as moms. Moms always are always around. I'm just going to not say always. I won't say always, but most of the time the moms are around raising the kids, right? So it's kind of like, do we blame the moms for not teaching, the children to be a certain way? So that's what I was in my mind. I was thinking.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let's see this. And I said it. Yeah, the mom's always around. No, you got to think about the fathers. They there too.
Yeah, they are.
But that's where the discipline comes in at, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't have a dad around, you get no discipline. Right or wrong?
You right.
See, right or wrong? See,
You right.
let me see. Hold on. Make sure when you get over there to Cali, y'all send us some pictures.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, y'all should make sure y'all send these pictures. Uh, oh, Mr. Black. Hello, Mr. Black. How are you doing? Yes, brother. I appreciate it. Yes, we do. We will always be here. Mr. Black, how you doing this evening? Our favorite candidate has just arrived,
He's
Mr. Black.
arrived.
So what do you
Mr.
think
Black.
about it, Mr. Black? Mistakes versus huh? Yes. All good. Mistakes versus self-affliction. What do you think about that? How you feel about that? Love you, brother Nick. Thanks for stopping in, man. We would love to have you as a guest sometime. T Tanika got a lot of questions.
Oh yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
got
I got a lot of questions.
oh Mr. Black said is the failure is the best teacher. No, no, no. We don't
Yes,
accept that. We don't accept that. We
definitely. That's
reject
how
that.
you learn.
He said failure is the best teacher. No, 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 no.
Yes, I agree. Very different.
Dion said Dion Mr. Black he said I'm her favorite student. No, we reject failure over here.
No,
We
failure is
don't do
good.
failure over here. We want to encourage you to succeed. When you listen, when your kids ride a bike, right, and they fall, you say get back up. Failure. We don't accept that.
It's not fail.
You
It's
gotta
okay.
get
Look
up
at it
and
like
do it again. Come on.
I get what he's saying.
Oh, she fell. Oh, he said failure. He said failure is the best teacher. No, 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 no fail.
Yes,
You fall, you get back up.
I agree. I agree with him. I agree.
When you fail,
You fail, but you learn.
hey, no, hey, watch this. Hold on. I got one for Mr. Black. Mr. Black said every success begins with a failure. No, you know what it is? You did it. What it is it's not a failure. It's an incomplete. You did not complete your task. That's what it's incompletion. You didn't finish. You got to get back up and do it all over again. We don't do
No,
failure. Change that word up for failure.
no.
Incomplete. You didn't finish because you can
I agree
finish.
with him.
He said
Look,
you agree with him, but I'm saying we take that word, we take failure, and we put incompletion.
but look,
I,
chef.
we
Hear
didn't
me
say.
out.
Oh, he said. Look, he said fail. He said failing doesn't mean quitting. We did not say quitting. We said incomplete. Go ahead. Let's go. Go ahead, T.
Okay. Look at it that way. I
You
mean,
didn't finish.
when you are doing something, you're going to make mistakes, right? And your mistakes are going to happen. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Failing in making the mistake,
No.
that
Okay.
is
Yeah.
that's what he means. You're making a mistake. It's failing at something. And that is the failure part of mistake, the mistake you made. That's your best teacher. Like you know how to make, plenty of mistakes, but you learn from them and then you do better. That's your best teacher. And I agree with that because you failed,
All right. So.
meaning you made mistakes. That's how I see it.
All right. So look. So you take that word "fail" out of your vocabulary and say, "I did not finish. I was incomplete." How you like that? Do that fit your vocabulary for you? Incompletion. I did not finish. I did not finish. I didn't quit. I didn't finish.
Okay.
I ain't say I'm right or wrong. Okay, but I'm saying take that out your take that out. There you go. I'm talking to you, Mr. Black. Take it out of your vocabulary. You didn't fail in anything. You just didn't complete it. Incomplete,
Mm,
sir.
mm, mm,
that
mm.
see that look. If that's not encouraging, some people say, "Oh, I failed." No, you didn't fail. You just didn't finish. That's all right. It's okay.
Oh,
You could do it. You want to do it? You
yeah,
want to finish it? Huh?
I
Is
get
that
what you're saying.
encouraging?
It can be, but I do
All right.
agree that
That you know what?
failure is
That's it.
good.
Okay. Watch
Failure is
this.
good.
Hold up. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Watch this. Watch this. What have you failed in? Yeah. What have you failed in?
Oh, I'm not going to say it on here because that is putting my personal business out there. But there is plenty that I failed
What?
on.
It you.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
look,
Hold on.
relationships,
Hold on. Yeah.
relationships,
Just you.
relationships,
So you. Wait a minute. It's nothing you. Yeah.
relationships.
Ah, there you go. See,
I
that's something
failed
simple.
there. Yes,
You you
relationships. I
failed at
failed
relationships.
several, failed miserably. I failed. I failed. I failed. But I learned so much. I learned how to see myself. I learned how to see another person. I learned how to see the situation I was in. So those failures taught me. But I failed because those relationships are no longer, still in my life. That is a failure. Those relationships
But
are never going
all right.
to,
But why
come about. I failed that.
you? All right. All right. So I look. You said you failed at it, right? When you say relationships, and then Dion said, "Mr. Hold up, I failed to get you to understand my point. You didn't fail, sir. You, I understand your point clearly. Okay, but we don't want to use the word failed. We want to say incomplete, sir.
Hmm.
It's not. He said I sound like Giannis. It's not a failure. No, it's not, sir. But look, let me go back to what I was saying to you. Look, relationships, right? I don't feel like you failed at your relationships. You got to think about sometimes, ready to take that journey with you. You can't take everybody with you on, on your journey because now you have, involved and changed to a better person. Those friends or family members that you had when you were younger and immature, you can't take them with you on the new journey because they might not be ready for you. You know what I'm saying? They might not be on that level, of your advancement because of your maturity, how you change. So don't say that, those friendships you lost if you failed at them. No, because guess what? If you feel like you have grown, how can you say you failed at those relationships when guess what? You might have made mistakes or you might, did some things the wrong way, but you've grown as a person, right?
Right.
And maybe
Right.
that person didn't, to where you at. So you can't, some friends, I lost friends because hey, I changed and they chose to be the same way. It's about growth. Some of my friends, they gone. They can't be my friends forever. Some can, some not. I've had friends as as an adult for 25 years. I'm 47, so they've been friends since I was in my 20s and plus, right? They're still my friends, but then the ones I had when I was a young adult, they're not my friends anymore because I've changed. You know what I'm saying? I have changed into a different person, and they're still doing the things that they did when we were young. So
Okay.
we're not friends
What
anymore.
about marriage? And if I failed a marriage, because marriage is a commitment, and when you are in a
I don't
commitment, that
I
is
don't
forever.
I don't say I well this is my second marriage. I didn't fail at it. You know why I didn't fail at it? You know why I don't say it's a failure? Because the things that I know now I didn't know then. So
Would you
I was
say
not aware of some of the things. I wasn't mature as I am now. You know what I'm saying? So
right? But that's
say it
the
again.
point. That's the point. You know, I also
Lack of
have
knowledge.
failed. Yes,
Lack of knowledge.
but it's the commitment part that we can say we did not fulfill the commitment to be with a person forever when you marry them, right? So that's what I mean when I say I have failed those individuals when if I went and got married and got a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no problem admitting I failed them, because I don't want to sit up here and act like if I was in a marriage and I am unhappy that I'm not gonna, leave. I've done it. So, but I look at it as I failed, the marriages, that I have had. I've had marriages. I will say that. And I'm going to tell that I failed them because I quit. I knew what I was doing. There was more of it of me not, taking a stand to say that I will stick with it. And so I failed. So that's how I see it. But I learned a lot. That's all it means.
You say you then you say you quit. You just say you quit though.
Yeah,
You
that
quit, right?
that was me. It was a quitting
Uh,
thing, but it was a
so if you
failure because
all right,
I
if you
was
quit,
supposed
how you?
to.
Well, I don't mind. Well, mine's wasn't a failure.
Okay.
Mine's came with a lack of knowledge.
Mistakes.
You you're Mr. Black. You know. Oh, look, failure means a lack of success.
I agree.
Uh,
Yep.
uh,
You're not
Mr.
successful.
Mr. Black, huh?
You're not successful when
You said failure means
fail.
lack of success.
Yep.
Huh? See, T?
I said I agree with
I didn't hear
him.
you. See what you say?
I agree with him.
Hey, listen, Mr. Black, can you, if he would like to use those words, failure, that's okay. I say it's incomplete. Okay,
All right.
so you
Mm-hmm.
still have to complete so you can be successful. And you know what? And look, someone told me I got to respect someone's point of view. So that's what I will do. I will respect their point of view.
Good.
But for me and my brain, no. I listen, incomplete.
Yeah.
That's my brain. Incomplete.
Makes sense.
And I look at you say about marriage, lack of knowledge caused me to go through a messed up marriage. No, it, and we respect that, Mr. Black. He said, I find no shame in the word failure. Respect, sir. We
Yeah.
respect it and we receive it in love and in truth.
That's right. I
But
put my truth out
no,
there.
listen, because like I said, what?
I said I put my truth out there.
Huh? What do you say, T? I didn't hear you.
I put my truth
Nah,
out
but
there.
for me, like I said, what I know now, I mean, I didn't even. I mean, yeah, I'm telling mine's out there too. Look, mine wasn't successful because I wasn't taught. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the right tools to be the best husband. So see what I'm saying? So I didn't have the right tools to have a successful marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now listen, yo, hold on. Now, Mr. Black said, I failed to get invited to this podcast. No, sir. You are,
He
listen,
fell.
Mr. Black, you know the times and the days. So that's what he said. He said, I failed.
Okay.
Like he said, I failed to get invited to this podcast.
Oh.
Li- li- uh, so you, don't look at me, sir. You also have Mrs. Tanika Graves' phone number, sir. So you could always talk to the co-host and say, Excuse me, what time you guys coming on? You don't always have to hit me up, sir. You can hit Mrs. Graves, okay? Tanika Graves, you can hit her up, sir. Thank you. She is the co-host, so you can always talk to her, and she will relate it to me, and then boop boop, we'll have you on the stage, nice and having a good time on Fridays, because we know that's the only time you're available on Fridays.
Oh,
This
Friday.
is a special one because Mrs. Tanika, she's on Friday. She's really not here. It's just be me. So, but she also will be here next Friday. So if you would like to join us on next Friday, we can plug you in on the calendar, sir. Just put a thumbs up if you would like to be on next Friday. Just put a thumbs up for us, and we will surely have you on this beautiful Friday. Okay, sir.
Maybe. Fingers crossed for next Friday for me.
Is that correct? Oh no! Oh,
I'll
you just
still
threw me under the bus.
I'll still be in California. I'll
No,
still
I
be
know,
in
I know, T.
yeah. But
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right.
it's a time
You gonna be here.
difference. Yeah, it's a time difference.
You
So
say
we
you gonna?
just if I can get on, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's a time difference. So
Oh no, you know what? If you're gonna be over there still Fridays, you'll be 3:30 there.
right.
If you're gonna still be there,
Yeah.
it's 3:30 there.
Yeah.
So when I do 6:30, it'll be 3:30 there.
Right.
So we, like I said, we will we'll text so back and forth, and you'll let me know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know you're gonna have a good time out there. I can't wait to see the family again.
Yeah. Me too.
Mr. Black, Mr. Black Howard's laughing over here. Listen, I can't wait to the family reunion. That's for sure.
Yeah. I want some
See,
updates.
watch this.
I had
See.
a meeting. I don't know nothing.
Oh, you no
Yeah.
look you
Y'all
didn't
had a
see
meeting.
you didn't see the Watch this. You didn't huh?
Go ahead.
You didn't see what Candy put up there? What Candy put up on
Where's it at?
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm not on
That's
Facebook.
nice. The place we gonna do it at? Oh my goodness. Oh man, I got we gotta send it to you. What is
Okay.
this? All right, let me see. Hold on. Yeah. Watch this, Mr. Black. Yeah. There you go, Mr. Black. Would you like to join us today, right now, Mr. Black? We just sent you a little link, Mr. Black. You could join us. We'd love to have you on if you're available. What is that? What is that he put up there? He put up there a clock. That's what he put up there, a clock. I don't know what that means.
The time. It's time.
Oh man. Oh, oh, it's time. Oh yeah, his time. His time is, his time is precious. He's getting
Don't
ready.
have time. Right.
No, he's getting ready to send his son to college.
Oh, yeah, that's exciting.
He's about to go off. Yeah,
So exciting.
I make sure I bring some yeah, I make sure I bring some tissues for you too, man. I know you're gonna be crying.
Oh, you gonna be crying?
That's a big moment.
It is.
Yeah, you gonna be crying. My baby's going off to school. Yeah, and you got one more right behind him. Well, listen, it was great. It's Friday. I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of this. And enjoy the rest of this Friday. We'll see you guys on Monday,
Yeah.
6:30. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye bye.
All right, T.
See ya.
See you later. Bye bye.